That is freaking awesome. Today we have another guest in our episode of R&R Driving. I have my good pal Juan here. Thank you again for joining me.
How you doing, Ron? How's everything?
Good, brother. Good. Juan's been with us all day today while I was helping with Steve in my last video, and today he's here. So that's why I have the same shirt on. So this is the same day, of course, multiple videos. 3 videos today, which was pretty good. So again, if you ever wanted to have your story told and talk about your cars and all that, please get in touch with us at R&R Driving. All the information is down below, okay? So, again, thank you for joining us, Juan. Tell me about you. Tell me, when did you know you were a car guy?
Well, it all started when I first moved here to the United States around the year 2000.
Where were you from originally?
Colombia.
Colombia,
Yeah.
Nice.
So I moved here when I was about 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was around the time that Fast and the Furious came out.
Right, perfect timing. You come in the country,
Yep,
you're watching this, you're like, done.
Cars is my thing.
Very cool. So you've always liked cars at that point on, right?
Yeah.
And I think, what's the car culture like in Colombia as far as you know? Because I know you're young, but do they have it the way we have it here, where people and their cars and the way they connect with their vehicles are just really incredible? I know Cuba is pretty much like that too, but I don't know how Colombia. It is very similar, right?
Very similar.
But now you became of age.
But not at this type of level, you know.
It's a different level over here. So while over here you're car crazy and you're watching Fast and Furious, what was your first car you ever had?
It was a 92 Honda Civic.
Really?
And it happened to be that same color yellow.
Just yellow, so you had a thing for yellow.
Yeah.
Nice. So you had watching Fast and Furious. I think in the first movie they were driving black Civics.
Correct.
That was their getaway car, and then I think, remember the scene where they went underneath the truck? Don't tell me you tried that.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, don't try that at home, kids. But yeah, definitely. So Honda Civic is a cool car because it's inexpensive and you can do so many mods to it to bring in a lot of power. I've heard of people that's had their Honda Civics up to 500 horses on that little 4-cylinder. Did you do any modifications to that car?
I did, yeah.
You
I
did?
actually swapped out the engine.
Really?
I put an Integra GSR engine.
Sure. From Japan or one from here?
USDM, yeah.
So, okay, so JDM engine and all that? Nice. And then you had a lot of fun with that car.
Correct, yeah.
So that was a sedan, 2-door, 4-door?
It was a coupe.
It's a coupe.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm a coupe guy. I love coupes. I consider coupes sporty no matter what kind of a car it is. Whether it's a Nissan, earlier model, Pulsar, whatever, it's a coupe, it's a sports car. But what was your first real sports car after that?
Still within the same category, it was a Honda Del Sol.
Del Sol, a little 2-seater with the removable top.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And did you do any modifications of that?
Sure did.
Of course. What'd you end up doing to that?
So what I ended up doing with that one was, I ended up getting rid of the yellow Honda Civic.
Yes.
But I ended up keeping the engine out of it. So I sold the shell.
Yes.
Put the engine in there.
Yes.
At that time, they had 2 supercharged kits for that type of engine.
Right.
One of them was the Jackson Racing, and then they had a Vortex supercharger.
Yes, I remember the Vortex supercharger. Wow.
So I ended up doing Vortex supercharger.
And on that lighter body, it was crazy.
It was fun, yeah.
Crazy, wow. Did you get a lot of torque steer, front wheel drive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right there.
but that was all part of it.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no getting away from that. And so once you move fast forward, what was? I know it maybe take a little. There was probably a gap or whatever, but what was your next? Then let me ask you this: what was your first supercar or sports car?
That's it right here.
That's it right there.
That's it right there.
So
yeah.
then when you got that, you different world.
It's a whole different world.
Whole different world. Different world. So your car has some performance because you modded it compared to a stock 911 997 turbo because there's nothing
you can do to.
yeah. Nothing that you need to do.
Exactly.
But how different were those two cars?
A whole different world.
All
Just,
different
yeah.
world. What do you love most about your 911?
Everything, the handling,
Yeah.
the speed, everything.
The way it talks to you,
Correct.
the
yeah.
way you talk back and answer
That's
back.
it.
You gotta love it, absolutely. And do you have a PDK automatic or do you
It's a
have
6-speed?
So it's 6-speed.
Yep.
Good. What makes you choose the 911 out of all the cars? If you came to this level, that means you basically made some money, and you had a choice of cars. What made you choose this car to be your car?
Well, initially my plan was to get the previous model, which is a 996.
Yes.
And
I interviewed a person with 996
yeah.
before you guys, and it was phenomenal. I tell people, why spend the extra money and get a 997, which of course is the new, more refined vehicle, different interior, more up-to-date interior, more up-to-date exterior, but that car still is a 911, and it
Correct, yeah.
performs fantastic.
Correct.
But what made you bypass that and get into this vehicle?
Well, at that time when I first, decided to try out Porsches,
Mm-hmm.
my budget
Mm-hmm.
only allowed me to get a 996.
Right.
So I started doing research. I started looking here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up finding this 911 Turbo, same color, yellow.
Yes.
It was in Las Vegas,
Wow.
Nevada. So I'm talking to the guy for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to fly out there.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I found out,
Mm-hmm.
it ended up just being a scam.
Oh wow.
It was nothing real about the car.
Wow. And you did not send him money.
I did not know.
Good
no,
for you.
no.
I've heard of scams like that happening and people
And it was
sending
he
down
made it seem-
payments
yeah,
and
he
they
made it seem
disappear.
so real.
Oh yeah.
He sent me
It's fake pictures, fake everything.
he sent me everything, just
Wow.
records about the car, like every single record,
Wow. So you were
pictures,
convinced.
everything. Yeah,
Was he asking for money?
he was. Yeah, he wanted
Yeah.
a down payment.
So
Correct.
the reason why I asked that is because you guys out there that are going to be looking for exotic cars and stuff like that, especially your first time, you're going to get overly excited and you're going to do things that you're not thinking.
Yep.
And you're going to go and jump and spend money. I don't want to lose this car. And it's all a scam. So you just got to really be careful. Spend the money, fly out there, touch
Definitely.
the car, drive it before you sign anything.
Yep.
And I'm glad you did that because that probably would have hurt you a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So
no.
at that point, I just lost the interest on the car,
Yeah.
and I just
The
focused
passion.
on working and working and working.
Sure.
3 years later go by, and I was like, you know what? Let me try this again.
Sure.
At this time, I had a little bit more money.
Great.
I was like, let me get into something more modern.
Nice.
And that's when I started looking at the 997 model.
Wow. Good. Good.
Porsche.
Good. And then ever since then, you haven't looked back. You loved it.
That's it.
What do you love most about the car? Because you
Probably-
could have gotten again. You could have gotten a Carrera.
Correct.
You could have gotten a Carrera S. Could have got a GTS.
Yep.
You bypassed all of that and you went right to the turbo.
Right to the turbo. Yeah.
Right to the turbo. Man, I'm a little envious with my little 997 Carrera.
That's your next.
But I love my car
Yeah.
though. Let me tell you, it's amazing. So I can only imagine what this is like. Because again,
Yeah,
this is
it's a fun
definitely
car.
a different car.
It's a fun car, and it's a car you can daily drive. without
Daily
problem.
drive. That's what I like about the 911s. And everyone knows, you're gonna always hear me talk about Ferrari because that was my first love always. But I have no regrets, and I absolutely love my Porsche. Absolutely love it. So, what do you love most about it? Because I know now, congratulations to you. I have a little newborn in the house.
That's right.
How old is baby now?
She's 1 month today.
1 month today, and you're
Yep.
here. Ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta get you out of here, man. You gotta go back home. So
Pretty soon I gotta go home.
I
man.
know, yeah. So,
Line
but
of duty.
what I love about this is that you can still ride your family in that
Definitely,
car. With the wife and the baby. I had my daughter had a grandson. My grandson, my two girls sat in the back. The baby sat in the front with me with the seats facing the seatbelts. Not the seatbelts. I'm sorry. The airbags disengage because of the lighter weight.
Yeah.
When you're heavyweight, so you can put actual baby seat on the front.
Yeah,
So
good.
this is a car that you're gonna still have to not worry about getting a minivan. Yep. So that's the beauty. That's the best thing.
Just got to get permission from the girlfriend to put the baby in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Yeah, there you go. That's going to be the hard
part.
part. I had a lot of convincing to do with my daughter and letting her know. Believe me, I don't want anything to happen to my grandson. He'll be fine. Well, I don't know. His father doesn't really like it. I said, but don't worry, he'll be fine. I've done all the research. So, from Honda to Daysol to a couple of cars in between to this, where do you go from here? What's the next car that you think you'd be interested in?
Good question. See, for the past 6 months, I've been really looking into upgrading, the 911.
Yeah. See, in my world, upgrading a 911, what are you talking about? So, and you have a turbo.
RS.
GT, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
GT3 RS for
GT3
sure.
RS, but lately there's been,
you have other things that you're in the works.
Correct.
I'll leave it at that. So definitely you don't have to disclose. We all know what it is, but of course maybe later on for the next channel, next interview with you in another date, maybe sooner, later, who knows, whatever. I'll be more than happy to have you come back again and talk about that car. Definitely. So last question. Unlimited budget. You have your wife, you have your baby. I know you have the little puppies. They're not always in the car with you, but 3-car garage. What 3 cars are you going to put in there to fit your lifestyle? For your daily, for your fun, for your whatever? What 3 cars would you put in there?
For a family car, I'll probably go with the G63.
G63.
Correct, yeah.
Nice. That's the Mercedes.
Mercedes, the
Yeah.
G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon, absolutely. Yeah. So, okay. So that's for the family. And then what's the other 2 garages going to be with?
Hard question.
It's a hard one, but unlimited budget.
918 Spider.
918 Spider. Yeah. So yeah, still keeping to the Porsche again, eh?
Yep.
Nice. And then what would be the last car? You have the family car. You have the hypercar. What would be that mid car? That
I'll probably have to say the GT3 RS.
GT3 RS. Very good choice.
Let me change GT2 RS.
GT2 RS.
Correct,
Okay,
yeah.
even then, yeah, because there's no budget. So yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Why we gotta cut corners.
Why we're not cutting corners? That's right. We're just going right for the ones that we really feel passionate about.
That's right.
Good for you, bro. So definitely, that sounds fun, and that's how we end our question series. Now, you mind if we take your car for a little drive,
Let's go.
All right, cool. Let's slack it up.
All right.
Wow. Let me tell you, I was just in Steve's Lambo, and I have to say this is this is a beast. Now, I know that you've done some modifications to the car.
I have, yes.
What have you done to it so far? Because this is definitely not your normal turbo, I can tell you right now.
It only has exhaust.
Exhaust. An exhaust and a tune. Okay,
Correct,
good.
it.
So now, what did that change from your stock horsepower to your normal to your new horsepower?
I don't know the exact number, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around 30 to 40 horses.
No, sir.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with your tune, that alone brings it back up another 100 horses possibly. Because I when you have a turbo, yeah, this is definitely, it's not 100 horses more. It's not 30 horses more. I'll tell you now, the whole thing with the tune, when you do a tune on a turbocharged car, you get more. You wake up the computer, you wake up this, and you have another 80 to 100 horses. That's almost common with any tune on a turbo. The tune definitely wakes it up from a lot of restrictions that the car has. So I'm pretty sure, because let me tell you, I know the turbo is far from my car. My car still feels fantastic. Yeah. The torque is great. That is night and day. This is incredible. It's like once you get something like this, what do you get next? Because this is super. Is this all-wheel drive or just rear wheel? It's all-wheel drive too. Correct. You got that traction. This is balls to the walls. This is freaking awesome. Definitely. How often do you drive the car?
At least once or twice a week.
Good. Good. You're not one to let your car sit either, then,
Correct,
right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone that I've met in this car community, we all drive our cars, and I think we love that. We don't let them sit there in the garage and accumulate, accumulate dust, and even the sound. So you did the exhaust. That definitely made a big difference for you too, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Definitely.
Probably won't be doing anything else to it, at least not for now.
No, I mean the only things, suspension-wise, have you done anything, or would you consider doing something like that, or you don't need it?
I've been debating about that for a while now, but
sure.
I'm still on that.
Don't know, but you're still thinking about maybe possibly getting something a little different anyway, too, right? Yeah. Now, if you were to get another car, would you keep this, or would you?
I would probably keep it.
Yeah.
I'll try my best.
Try the best you keep it, yeah.
As long as I can afford to keep it, I will.
Sure. And then would this become the daily driver, or would still not? Probably not, right?
Daily driver, but.
So again, this is definitely, I think, even in the Lamborghini, because I had driven my buddy's car, his Huracan. I was in Steve's Lamborghini, the Aventador. There's something about the way these turbos work that they don't compare to what this is. And the all-wheel drive traction too.
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, I could feel it off the back. That's sick.
Would you like for me to launch it?
No, you don't have to launch it.
Sure?
No, I'm good, man. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. That is freaking awesome. Have you ever done a 0 to 60 to see where that is on this car?
I have. I actually have this device that lets you track your 0 to 60 time.
Yeah.
This device here is cool. Somewhere here. I'll show it to you later. It's called Dragging.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it before.
No.
But it's definitely a cool device.
Wow.
You can track your 0 to 60.
Yeah.
Eighth of a mile, quarter mile, half a mile time.
Wow.
And it's really accurate.
Very accurate. Yeah. So what was your best 0 to 60 time in this car after the tune?
3.
Holy moly.
3.6.
3.6 seconds.
Correct. Yeah.
So that took it to the same. And what year is your car?
It's an 07.
So it's an 07.
Yeah.
So basically, you took it to GTR level from the 09 GTRs, because the GTRs back then with their twin turbos was doing 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, and that which was really good.
That's good, yeah.
That was eating up the Murcielagos of those days, because the Murcielagos back then, not the specialties like the SVs or anything, I believe they were about 3.9, 3.7 seconds. The GTR went faster, which blew those away, which was great. So if you're doing that, you're doing good on a Porsche 911, especially for the year that it is. But the car looks fantastic, it's pristine. I mean, anyone that has these cars really do a good job of keeping up the maintenance and stuff. So, and do you do a lot of the maintenance yourself?
Well, as far as maintenance, all I've really done to the car since I got it, I haven't had to do an oil change yet.
No, yeah.
I've only had the car for about 6,000 miles.
Yeah, cool. And I think they say the recommended is 10,000
miles.
Yeah.
I'll probably do a little sooner than that. But
yeah. I've done mine at 5,000. Now I think I've stretched it out to about 8, and it's just I just want to change the oil just to change it. I don't think I really need to, because again, it's a whole difference with the German engineering and how they do everything. So
yeah. Other than that, I mean, the only thing I've ever had to do to this car was replace the water pump.
Got you. Yeah, I did that too. Oh my God.
And not because it started leaking or anything.
No, there's a time.
Bearing.
Went bad.
It started, yeah.
I think with the Porsches, they say every 40,000 miles is when you have to change a water pump. I changed my water pump 2 weeks after I bought the car.
Huh.
Yeah, that sucked because I just got the car. Oh my God. But it was okay because nothing was damaged, everything was good, and I had the money and I did it. I said, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, but the mechanic told me, based on the mileage, this is where it basically needs to be changed. So I didn't, it was just timing was bad for me. But thanks a lot again, Juan.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out and letting me interview you. And definitely the ride for the car was incredible. So I look forward to seeing you around in our other events. Okay.
Definitely.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot.
Ron.